In this video, I want to talk about what I like the best in this industry, whether I like to be a content creator and show you guys different equipment in the garment decorating industry, or if I liked actually running a business and actually dealing with customers and using the equipment to make money better, and why. So I've been making videos on YouTube for quite some time now, and I've used equipment like the Silhouette Cameo, all types of heat presses, the Caesar Romeo, sublimation printers, embroidery machines, whether it be single needle or multi-needle machines, UV DTF printer, even screen printing equipment. And there's pretty much nothing in the industry that I haven't touched on. Over the time while I was making videos, I've accumulated a whole lot of equipment, and I thought it just made sense for me to enter into the field and actually enter into the business and actually offer services to people. And I was right. It did make sense because I had so much equipment and I spent a lot of money buying equipment, not only so I can show you guys how to use it and make content with it, but also to actually start a business just in case the content creation side of things were to dwindle away or things were to like die down a little bit, which they did. Now let's talk about content creation for a second. Making content, being an influencer and stuff like that. Now in terms of me and what I like the best and what I'm going to continue doing, you have to understand both methods and understand what you are looking to gain out of what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're spending your time doing, right? As far as making the videos are concerned, I really enjoy making the videos. I really enjoy putting my perspective out there because I feel like I can break things down in a way that's easy to digest for a lot of people. So I think I really did enjoy the content creator side of things. Now, content creation gets really tricky when you have a bunch of companies contacting you on a consistent basis, wanting you to advertise and to show their things on your channel. That's a tricky part about it, to be honest with you, because it can be overwhelming, it can be distracting, and it can take away from your mission and cloud your mission, whatever your mission might be, right? So and a lot of the stuff can look like you can start suffering from shiny object syndrome, right? Like you get emails all the time with people offering you all types of things that are interesting and all types of doodads and knickknacks that you might not have even known that you want, or you might not even want, but you take it because it's free. So like, and you're obligated from a moral standpoint to do videos for them, right? And that's where you can kind of like start getting into this weird area where you feel and going down this weird rabbit hole, because once you produce one video, you get more companies emailing you and calling you and asking you to do this and review this project. And trust me, there is no shortage in companies that are coming out with new things that want you to make videos to introduce their product to your audience so that they can get eyeballs, and most importantly, they can get purchases from their products, on their products, right? So that's where it can get really tricky, and you have to decide what it is that you want to do. And it's not until you get into that side of things and get your feet wet a little bit that you can kind of like see the way things go for you and see if that's the path that you want to continue to go down. Not to say that it's bad. I like the fact that there are options available in the industry, but when you offer these products on a consistent basis, it can be kind of tricky to navigate and to keep your authenticity with your audience. And what I will say, and what I promise you guys, I have always tried to be 100% honest with you. And the problem is when you're 100% honest about products, you can sometimes, how can I put this? You can sometimes be viewed as a less favorable influencer for companies to put products on your channel. And you can sometimes not be pushed enough, because the way it works is, as you make these videos, companies put dollars behind the videos to push your videos out. And if you're not doing the reviews that they want you to do, then your videos will not get pushed. Other people that might be doing videos and saying things that are more favorable, even though the product isn't all that, their videos will still get pushed because they're pushing the product in a positive way. So from that aspect, you can kind of lose your authenticity if you choose to not be authentic to your crowd. But at the same time, it's kind of crazy because when you are authentic to your audience, then the videos won't get pushed as much as somebody else who's kind of like sugarcoating things. But I'm not going to sugarcoat things because I do not want to buy junk. I don't want to be led on by anybody, and I wouldn't want to lead anybody else on by promoting something to be bigger than it actually is. So that's where the video production and influencing side can get kind of weird. But I will say this though. I will say there are options when it comes to video production and content creation. You don't always have to make videos about products. You could just make videos about whatever it is that you feel like making videos about. And that's exactly what I love doing. And that's what I started with. And that's what I'm probably going to go back to because I've got the most enjoyment out of that. And there wasn't that much noise. And my creativity wasn't as limited because I was obligated to doing certain types of videos as much, right? So, okay, now, after I amassed so much equipment and I actually started, okay, you know what? I got this equipment. Let me go ahead and take on some orders and take on some clients and knock people's personalized items out. That side of things is a whole different, it's totally different from content creation. There's one thing to talk about, okay, this is how you start your business. This is the equipment that you need. This is how you use the equipment. But actually doing it is 100% totally different than talking about it. And I will say, and I know I'm not the first person to say this, but there are a lot of influencers online. And I guess I was one of them. No. When I was making my videos talking about equipment, I was showing you how to use equipment. I never really talked about how to run a business until I started running a business and showing you guys as things were progressing in my business, the do's and don'ts and the things that I would learn, right? So running a business is totally different from making content. First of all, it's like it's night and day. It's nowhere, it's nothing is the same. Nothing is the same. Running equipment, using the actual equipment, that might be similar, but it's still not the same because when you are running a business, when you are shooting a video and showing people how to use equipment, it's different from running that same equipment and trying to create a system so you can run your business efficiently, so you can, push volume out so you can make the most money, so you can maximize your profits. That's 100% different than making a video. Ooh, here's a machine. This is how you thread the machine. This is how you load the design. Listen, when you're running your business, you don't have time for all of that. All that has to be in place. Your system has to be in place. The machine has to be ready to go so you can bang out that design or that order and get it out the door so you can move on to the next order and make the most money. So from that aspect, running a business is totally, totally different from garment decorating. And I'm glad that I do it so I can have an opinion, a valid opinion from both perspectives, as an influencer that was successful and as a business person that is successful and continues to be successful. Now, when it comes to the actual dollars and cents part, comparing both, right? It's like on the influencer side, once you become a successful influencer and you build an audience, once you've built the audience, let me say that, then it can be very lucrative because you can make one video and that video can be successful to a bunch of people, right? Now, when it comes to the business side, right, you can have a great product, and unless you promote that product to the masses, that great product is just a great product, a quality. You can produce a quality embroidery, but nobody really knows about it unless you promote it unless you get those eyeballs. That's where the two can kind of like come hand in hand, right? And you kind of like want to use your influence to get the business and want to use your influence to get customers. But depending on how you curated your audience might not be the people that want to use your services. They might be people that want to do what it is that you're doing as far as starting a business is concerned. So it can be very, very tricky. So when you transition from going to content creator, showing you how to use the machines to running actual business, your audience might not even matter because those aren't the people that you're actually promoting your business to. So it's kind of a weird thing, to the point where when I got in, I thought my audience was set. I thought, like you guys were going to like, okay, order stuff and stuff. And it wasn't. You guys did a little bit. And I'd like to say that my influence helped, and what I built here on YouTube helped. But I did feel like I had to work my business from the ground up and curate a whole entire new audience and a whole entire list of clientele in order for the business side of things to be half as successful as the influencer and making videos and YouTube content creator side of things. So it's very, very different, but both are very, very lucrative. And my business continues to grow. And as of right now, my YouTube side of things is suffering because I'm really, really infatuated and really, really trying to grow the business side of things. And it's been working out great, to be honest. It's just like making videos in the perspective of the more videos you produce, your videos are your word of mouth, right? So the more clients that you get, the more items that you produce for people, the more people will start to spread and talk about your business, so people can look for you for those services. So it's up to you, and I've said this before in other videos, it's up to you to stay in business long enough so you can be known as that person or that business that offers that product or service. So in the business part, if you don't enjoy like using certain equipment, I don't think that you should even consider going into business producing the type of stuff, that medium. Like, I actually enjoy embroidery. And as of lately, I actually enjoy screen printing. And I won't say I enjoy DTF making, but I like DTF making a lot because of the benefits and the flexibility that DTF offers. The process of actually making a DTF is not an enjoyable process because it's a printer, right? You process the file, you take the file and you print it. There's really no fun in that. But from the embroidery perspective, I actually enjoy like a client explaining to me what they want, recreating the graphic and digitizing software and actually tweaking the machine to get that product to get that design to run smoothly on my machine. I actually enjoy that process, and I enjoy looking at the final product. So that's more like an artistic thing for me. So on the business side of things, I would advise that you should definitely enjoy what you're doing, or else it's just going to seem like a regular job. And if it's just a regular job to you just to make money, you might as well just have a regular 9-to-5 job, because at that point there's no different, because like most people go to their 9-to-5 jobs and they don't enjoy what they're doing. And I would think that people are trying to get into this industry so they can actually enjoy what it is that they're doing and have a better quality of life. Because if you're not, you're just going from one job to another job, right? You're just giving yourself another job. And on the business side of things, if you're not willing to scale or try to put systems in place, try to get your business to the point where you can hire other people, then it's probably not worth you going into business, because I won't say that you're never, but it's going to be more difficult from a custom apparel side of things to make the real amount of money that you really want to make. And that varies from person to person, right? What I perceive as a lot of money is very different from somebody else, right? So what I mean by that is to live comfortable, whereas though money is not an object, and you can, drive a nice car, have a nice house, go on trips, plenty of money in the bank. and not a worry in the world. That's what I perceive as the money that you really want to make, right? And I would imagine that most people feel the same way. So the question is, what will I continue to do, and what will I focus on moving forward on this YouTube channel? Will I make content about what I want to make and occasionally show you guys different products, different services? Or will I just occasionally post like I've been doing as of recently and concentrate more on my business? And I have to make this video for myself as well as to let you guys that have been watching me for so many years know what's been going on and what I plan on doing moving forward with my business and with my YouTube channel, right? And I can tell you one thing: the business is not going anywhere. I work hard, and I have a nice group of clients that depend on me for products and services, and I want to continue to service those clients. And I'm also looking to take on new clients, especially for the DTF and the DTF portion of the business. But I will say that I missed the video creation. So moving forward, as of you seeing this video, the videos are going to start back up. I am tightening up my schedule, and I am going to be producing videos at least 4 times a week like I used to before. And because I just miss it. I miss what talking to you guys. I miss the whole that side of what I used to do, and I want to come back to it, right? But I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently, and you guys will see what I'm talking about moving forward on this YouTube channel, because I work very hard on the YouTube channel too. So but what I will say, if you're going to attempt to do both, you have to be super disciplined, because when you are fulfilling orders versus when you're making YouTube videos, making the videos is very demanding. Especially when it comes to brainstorming ideas, as well as editing the videos and editing a good video. That's very demanding. And on the other side of things, running your business is very demanding, especially if you're taking on a lot of clients and managing different orders and different order specifications and different deadlines and trying to do the best job that you can so you can deliver a quality product. That's like super demanding. And so you can imagine trying to balance the two and how difficult that is going to be. That's why I said I'm looking forward to taking on new DTF clients, because like I said, producing DTFs, especially when you have experience like I have now, is kind of like effortless. But it is my obligation, I feel like, on this YouTube channel to give you guys the real. And now that I have a vast amount of experience on both sides of the playing field, I feel like I have more to offer to the channel than just showing you guys the latest piece of equipment that came out. Here, spend your money on this, spend your money on that. And also, I have services that I can now offer you guys, a lot more services than before, because it's not just equipment that I'm just learning to use that I can, hey, you want to buy this that I produced on this? And I just unboxed it, just opened it up. Like, I've spent time with this equipment now. I've spent so much time with my embroidery equipment. I spent so much time with my DTF printer. And I've spent so much time being honest to you guys on YouTube, and quite frankly, the journey's been fun, and it's interesting to see the amount of people online that now know that what I've always said is the truth, especially with Racoma, because when I first started using those embroidery machines, I got a lot of backlash about it, but the fact still remained, like, mine was working just fine, and people wanted to argue about this machine is better, that machine is better. But I think the people that often argue in the comments with me are Most of them, the ones that go hard, I really think are like implants from other companies that sell embroidery machines, because they try to, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about this. Don't be brainwashed, guys. Don't be brainwashed. Our objective, if you are getting into this business, if you're trying to decide on what machine to get, focus on making the most money the most efficiently. Don't focus on this machine, that machine, this machine, because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. And these companies just want your dollars. So focus on making the most amount of money that you can and using your resources to get to the bag, because you'll go down a rabbit hole. And what you'll find is that, especially if you go on all the different machine groups, is everybody complains about the same problems with all the different machines. And it makes no sense to spend an arm and a leg more to produce the same products. And what I will say is, just look around, just look online, just look what all the kids are doing. Look what all the older people are doing. Like look online at all the content that's available. Look online at who's doing what and what they're using. It's kind of obvious that, you know, I've been telling you guys the right information all the time, because you guys now you guys consistently see, not just myself, but other people all over the internet, whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram, whether it be YouTube, or any other platform. You guys see what machine young kids are using to run their business, to make some money in there and put some money in their pocket successfully, right? So that's all I got to say. And with that being said, if you are in the market to buy a Racoma embroidery machine, and I'm always going to plug my links because I'm trying to maximize my monetary gains while using this platform. Don't let anybody stop you from being great, guys. Don't let anybody stop you from obtaining your monetary success, whatever that is. Don't let anybody stop you from getting your coins, because people will try all types of different tactics, and I don't know what they stand to gain from it. But if it's not something that you do, great. But you don't have to bash other people for leading people in the right direction. That's what I'm going to say. I lead you in the right direction, and I've showed you that time and time again. All right, so with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I just said, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.